Hey guys, it's James with HonestCigarReviews.com. In front of me we have a Plasencia Reserva Organica, and this is kind of an interesting cigar because I think this is the first cigar that is 100% organically produced, and so I'm not exactly sure what that means, other than maybe they don't use certain types of hormones or special types of agriculture, whatever. I'm not exactly sure. I have no idea. But I can tell you what, it smells great. It's got this nice cedar wrapper on it. And this is the Robusto size. So it's, I believe, 4 3/4 by 52. And the pack on this is perfect. I tell you what, it's tight but not too tight. It's got a nice little heft to it. And I love the cedar rim here, really. Kind of has a nice packaging touch to it. And so yeah, let's just take this apart. I could probably even if I wanted to, light this cedar and toast it that way. Maybe not, because I got this plastic on here. I don't know. It's kind of a nice touch though. It probably will impregnate the cigar with a nice cedar touch to it. Yeah, this tape is covering that. Maybe I could use this part. It's totally up to you guys. Right now it smells just like a really natural, nice sweetness, a hint of grassiness, and I'd say even almost like a peppermint kind of smell. It has like a little zing on the tip of the nose. Wow. My nose is a little bit clogged right now, so I'm sneezing a lot, not sneezing, sniffing a lot, but it looks like a well-constructed cigar. It's got a nice triple cap here going on. So yeah, let's get into this thing, and I'll catch you guys soon. Alright, first draw in, slight resistance, which I kind of like. Good smoke output. And the flavors, I'd say, really are just like a mild tobacco flavor with like a little tingle of a cedar kind of sweetness, kind of very similar to like a Connecticut wrapper kind of a cigar. But it has a tiny bit of spice now. The finish for now it just ended, so it's relatively short, but we're just starting this, of course. And yeah, that's about it. It seems pretty straightforward, I'm assuming all organic means it's going to be, just tobacco and good tobacco, and I think for any of you purists out there who are into that, this is probably going to be your cigar. It's not a cigar that you maybe want to sit down and marvel at its complexity. It's probably a cigar that if you're into, I can see myself fishing or something and smoking this, I bet it won't be that complex, that's all. But it's 100% Nicaraguan, so it's a puro in that sense as well. But just a gorgeous cigar, really. I think they changed the bands on these. Yeah, just a nice tobacco sweetness. Well, I catch back with you guys. I'm about another inch down. See you soon. We are back again with the Plasencia Reserva Organica. As you can see, the burn is relatively straight there, pretty nice ash. And yeah, the same flavors as before. Just a nice, natural tobacco sweetness. A little bit of a cedary zing on the retrohale there. But it's really nice. It really is. I like it. I think I got this for $3 on the famous smoke shop Lucky Number 13 sampler. So I bought 13 cigars, as you saw in my last video, for $40. So that equals out to about $3 a cigar. So for $3, I think this is a great buy. You can probably buy them for like $5 right now. But yeah, it's not too bad. I also wanted to talk about I have an upcoming series on microblends and boutique cigars, and so right now I have 1502 Cigars sending me a few samples. I have Boss Cigars sending me a few samples, and Bucanero is sending me a few samples as well. So we should have a few good micro blends / boutique cigars, and I think boutique cigars are kind of cool because number one, there's not many of them. Micro blenders, generally operate on a small, type of operation. It's generally out of like a small factory or maybe some guy's house he started. It's just, there's always cool stories with micro blenders and or boutique cigars. And so that's what I really wanted to do. I wanted to get those guys' names out there because they put a lot of time and effort. And for instance, Bucanero, he's been that cigar company. Robert is the guy who owns it. He's been doing it for 20 years, and so I think it's a great accomplishment. And I just think, I think I just want to get their name out there because it's just interesting. We always hear. I'm from Michigan, so we always hear about like micro blends and micro brews from beers, and so we have tons of like microbreweries, and it seems like that's the cool thing because it's like, whoa, like I got this one batch from this one year, and I got this, So I think beers are really interesting when you have a microbrewery who puts out like a unique beer for that one season. And I just kind of want to do the same thing for cigars. That's pretty much it. So keep a lookout for that. If you are a micro blender or you want to recommend a cigar for me to try for that series, let me know, and I'll put it in the series. Yeah. See you soon. We are back again with this Plasencia Reserva Organica. And I saw a video of Nestor Plasencia Jr., which is the guy who produces these cigars. And so he's like the 5th generation in his family that's been making cigars. And so I'm pretty sure he knows his stuff. But yeah, really, he was describing in the video how, the Europeans, when they came over to the Americas, they fell in love with tobacco. And this is kind of like the idea behind this blend here. This brand is he wants to give people the chance to kind of taste what maybe the Europeans tasted, hundreds of years ago. So that's where he gets like his organic idea from, and yeah. So I guess even the farms, everything is 100% organic. So, but it's kind of funny because when I think of organic, I think of healthy. And this may be healthier than some other cigars, but cigars in general are not really considered, healthy. They can cause mouth cancer and stuff. So it's just kind of funny because it's organic, but it's also carcinogenic. So it's just interesting. I was thinking about that, but definitely good flavors. Right now, the flavor profile has changed a little bit. I'm getting like more of like a little toasted wood and nut kind of flavor coming from it. But it's very, very faint, and it's getting a little bit more medium-bodied, so it's probably mild to medium at this point. It's definitely still good, though, and never had a problem with the burn. The ash held on for, a good 1.5 inches or more, so that's great. Really, there's no complaints. Yeah, just a nice cigar. We are back again. Right now, I'd say the flavors right now have changed just a little bit more. And that everything kind of is getting a little bit darker. It's still not like very meaty. It's still mild-bodied, I guess I'd say, but everything's just a little bit darker. I'd say the finish just has a slight bit of almost like a darker, like a slight earthiness to it, and a slight, almost like a nutmeg kind of spice. But really, it's really quite faint. You still get a lot of natural tobacco flavor in it and stuff. I'd say things are just getting a little darker as we move down here. And a high point of the cigar definitely is that I let it sit here for like a few minutes while I went inside, and I picked it right back up, and it smoked beautifully. So if you're doing something like around the house or going on a trip somewhere and you want to put this thing down. And pick it back up a few minutes later, it's perfect for that. You don't really have to pay a lot of attention to it, and that's definitely a unique thing. It's a lot of cigars you have to every like 30 seconds you got to smoke, every minute you got to smoke. But this thing, I set it here, 5 minutes later I came back, and it's still burning perfectly. So yeah, it's kind of nice. I'll smoke it down as far as I can until it gets hot or something, and then I'll give you guys the final rating on this cigar. Alright, I'm back again with this final rating of this cigar. As you can see, I got about 1.5 inches left here. And yeah, I just wanted to say that overall I think it was pretty good. Got about, I don't know, about 40 minutes of smoke time or so. And yeah, the draw was great. Ash was great. You know, held on for about 1.5 inches there. And never had to relight it. I'd say the pack was just a little bit tight. So that was kind of nice because I got a little bit of resistance. But when I went inside for like 6 minutes, I came back out. And I still, it was still burning like a champ, you know. And so yeah, I think this cigar was pretty interesting, you know. It wasn't made with any pesticides or anything weird like that. It was, you know, cured naturally probably, and everything about it is just organic. So, you know, for the price, normally organic stuff is really expensive, but this was pretty inexpensive. And yeah, I'd say as a cigar reviewer, if you want to just taste just straight tobacco flavor, just straight tobacco, this is that cigar. You know, so it's kind of a novelty item in that sense. If you want to give it as a gift, you know, I think everyone's interested in that, you know, and that idea of organic. And what else? So I'd probably rate this probably like an 8.7, 8.8. You know, early on the cigar flavors were a lot creamier and nicer and sweeter. And then it kind of got darker like the last half. And I had some nutmeg flavors in there and stuff, but right now it's just too bitter, so I'm just going to have to put it down. And that's about it. I mean, definitely try them out. I mean, I definitely would try at least one. Yeah, so you guys have a wonderful day. We'll see you soon.